Well, I just finished Devilman Crybaby. So, have fun listening to me ramble about it for a while. I'm glad that this show got made. It's been too long that we haven't seen anything from a classic like this. God, I think the original anime that aired, just the original was made back in like '78. And while we've got little OVAs and other things, I haven't seen really any of those. All I've seen of Devilman were two OVAs. And the way I saw them was the first one I saw showed what was essentially the end point of Devilman. Everything he knew and loved dying, all the other Devilmen he had working together with him dying, demons rising up, taking control of the earth, humans becoming fucking absolute scum and killing each other because they're scared, and Amon like separating himself from Akira, and they fight. Unsurprisingly, Amon wins. Now, when I originally saw that, I was actually kind of surprised that the hero didn't win, despite all the hardship and suffering he had went through. But that's just how Devilman is. It's a very when you get down to it, it's a very depressing story. Like, people will go on about nihilism and how nothing matters. But so far, the only show I've seen that really sent the message of nothing matters to me was Devilman. In the way of everything was dying, nothing could stop it. So why fucking try? You're just gonna end up dead at some point, and no one's gonna remember you after a while. It's like you won't have even existed. Now, the other OVA I saw of Devilman, it was how he got his powers, and a very iconic fight with Cyrene and the big thunder horse demon, who just like gets his head ripped off, and he's like, "Hey, Cyrene, merge with me. That way you can get strong enough to beat the shit out of Devilman." And so that happens. Cyrene does beat the shit out of Devilman, but she got so fucked up that she ends up dying. But yeah, that's how I originally saw Devilman. Was I saw the end of it all, and then I saw his beginning. It was kind of odd to watch Devilman in that way. It's not the worst way to watch it, though. It's how I've gotten into several other things like Berserk. The first thing I saw of Berserk was the eclipse, and I immediately wanted to know, how the fuck does this show get to there? It just reminds me, there are several other shows that go into the same hopelessness and nihilism that Devilman does, but there's always a glimmer of hope. Like with Berserk, there's guts and getting, like, either being able to take revenge on Griffith because he has the capabilities to, or fixing Casca. When you think about it, there are a lot of similarities between Devilman and Berserk. Like, look at the two main characters for each series. You have Akira and Ryo for Devilman. Akira, which is the more noble of the two, yet he is the one who carries the mantle of being Devilman, having a demon like be his body, but he's still in control. It's and the fact that he's also normally depicted as very dark colors all the time and drenched in blood. It's very similar to Guts. How when he fights, he gets also drenched in blood, and is just so brutal with his fights, and all the black he wears as well. And then there's the flip side of the both of them, that being Rio for Devilman and Griffith for Berserk. These two men are both depicted always in white, always being the more tactical and mindful, scheming up so far in advance and being able to do whatever they need for their goal. Like Griffith selling his body to get money for his soldiers, and Rio when he killed several people solely so that Akira can become Devilman in the first place to enact his plan. They've both done horrible things for their goal. And in the end, both of their goals massively changed the world as well. Another odd similarity between the two is that they're both Satan. Rio more literally being Satan himself, while Griffith is like Satan number 5 in Berserk. But it's just odd. It's just odd and uncanny at the number of similarities you can draw between the two series. Hopefully, someone further down the line does a better little thing on it than I did. Oh well. That's about all I have to say on Devilman for now. Hope you enjoyed yourselves.